It was a busy weekend in high school and college sports to cover, and we've got all of your headlines. That and more is coming up next here on the Sports News, powered by the Red Zone on Regent Street and, of course, Conan Automotive in Stoughton. We bring back a familiar face to the Sports News as Ben is joining us from the Oregon Ice Arena. And Ben, first of all, thanks for coming back. Second, hey, we're finally getting out of the hot summer months. It's going to feel like more Ice Arena time. If you could tell us a little bit about what's going on over there for the fall and winter season.
Well, thanks for having me back. I feel like it's been like a year since I've been on camera again. Let's see. So at the arena, we've made a ton of changes this summer. We worked really hard to make the place, clean. I mean, it's pretty. We repainted everything. A lot of exciting stuff going on there. So, coming this fall, we have a lot of programs starting. Like our Learn to Skate's a really big program for us. Happens every Wednesday night at 5:30. So if you want to learn to skate, that's a great place to do it. More fall stuff. We kicked off the Whalers season this last Friday night. They lost to La Crosse, unfortunately, 7-5, but still an exciting game. I think we hit about 275 people. So that's, the kind of the buzz is starting to build a little bit. They have another game, I believe, on November 4th, somewhere in there. So as far as like winter programming, we're pretty much sold out. Like we added, what do we have this year? Like 6 or 7 tournaments that people are starting to sign up for, and we're looking forward to a really busy year.
Always a fight for ice time, which is always good stuff. And so, when you got changes going on at the arena too, you got some of those, including a new setup for the grill, right?
Yeah, so I've been working hard on this one. So, you go to pretty much every ice arena, and what can you buy? You can buy popcorn and hot dogs, which is fine, but we wanted to add a little element. So we put in a full-on grill. So we have a hood system, grill, fryers, hired a food manager, you'll say, kind of a chef. So we're gonna start doing catering for all of our own birthday parties and corporate events. We can do all of our own food, and I'm not just talking hamburgers and hot dogs, like chicken Caesar salads and definitely the cheese curds, because that's what everybody likes. But I think it's a cool addition, and besides Sun Prairie that has their, Sun Prairie has Willie Ties, which is a really good restaurant out there. Other than that, we're the only ones. So now when people come to Oregon, they're going to know that they can get good food.
Absolutely, and always good for people to know that, and it's going to bring people in. It's bringing people in. You got a new person on promotions, don't you?
Yeah, so On Ice Promotions is, we're a pretty wide range company, but like our primary focus is skill development at this point. We just brought a guy on, his name is Dane Litke. He played for North Dakota, and sorry Badger fans, but he played for North Dakota in '97, won the national championship there, has coached USHL, college hockey, all the junior hockey, promoted a ton of kids to, from junior hockey into college, D1, and he's coming on as our new skill development director, and we're starting to figure out programming and whatnot for him this fall and winter. Starting a breakfast club, so kids can come in, skate before school, get their training in, have something to eat, and go to school. I think just the addition of having him, Larry's my partner on ice, and goalie-wise, he's the best in the Midwest, just hands down. Myself, I'm marketing, and that's why I'm on TV right now. But bringing him on, he's a total professional. His drills are better than anything I've ever seen before, and the kids that have skated with him so far, the parents just rave about what their kids are. They come home, they talk about it, and everybody's pretty excited to have him on board.
All good stuff, Ben. Thanks for joining us.
Yep, appreciate it.
Brought to you by Conan Automotive, taking care of you by taking care of your family's car.
Welcome back to the Sports News. I'm Ellen Barrett, and I am joined now by Jordan Gerenstrom. He is the founder and CEO of Mate Bros Yerba Mate, and if you're not familiar with what it is a healthy energy drink. Some really cool stuff. Jordan, thank you for being with us again today.
Thanks for having me, Ellen. Always excited to be on with you guys.
We love having you on the show, and I'm really especially excited about this interview today because we're actually kind of gonna go into the process of how Yerba Mate was made and kind of how it all started for you guys. And so I'll let you jump right into it.
Awesome, thanks. Yeah, today I brought with me all the essential ingredients to making our product. Over here I have the lemon juice mixed with water. These are the two traditional apparatuses that they use. It's called a gourd, and the straw is called a bombilla. And of course, the most essential part the caffeinated yerba mate tea. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start showing you guys. You wanna insert the gourd inside the bombilla and pour yerba mate loose leaf tea over the top.
Such a cool process.
The bombilla straw filters the yerba mate, so you have nothing to worry about. It won't let you suck any of the yerba mate into your mouth. You can pour the lemon juice over the top of the yerba mate. And if you wait about 30 seconds, you'll start to see the yerba mate soak up all of the lemon and water juice. And then once you're ready to drink the product, you turn it around and just like that, you can enjoy our product. That's about it.
I love it. And now, Jordan, I want to ask you too, how did you get introduced to yerba mate to begin with?
One of our co-founders, Alex Annunciation, introduced us to the product. He knew that we were both gymnasts and that we were struggling. We needed to find a caffeinated product. So he introduced us to this simple and clean product, yerba mate, and we took it from there.
I love it. And one of the greatest parts I think about your product is that although the process is fun, to do it from scratch, but people can just go out and buy the can. Now, where can people go find this product?
Yeah, that's actually exactly why we made the product. We know that not everyone has the time to pull out all of these ingredients and put it together. So if you want to try our product, or if you want to try yerba mate for the first time, you can go to Amazon.com and type in Mate Bros and buy your first product. We're sold through Amazon Prime as well. So if you have that Prime membership, you can receive our product in 2 days.
I love it. So easy and simple. And you're also available at some Woodman's in our area, it sounds like.
Yeah, we love selling at Woodman's. Great people to work with, and all 16 locations. So if you're close to a Woodman's, stop in, head over to the energy drink aisle and look for our blue and green can.
Perfect. Such a cool demonstration. Again, Jordan Gerenstrom with Mate Bros Yerba Mate. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you guys for having me so much.
And the sports news will be back with more right after this.
A special thank you to Conan Automotive in Stoughton for supporting local athletics.
Welcome back to the Sports News. I'm Jessa Jeremiah, being joined now by Josh Sterry, who is the president and matchmaker for the Chosen Few Fighting Championships. Josh, we're so glad to see you. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So really exciting event. There's a lot of hype. We're looking forward to it. This is Chosen Few Fighting Championships 9, so your Night of Champions, 9th event here in the Madison area. You must be so excited. Give us kind of the rundown. What's the event all about?
Yeah, we're excited. This is our 9th event that we've had at the beautiful downtown Monona Terrace. We're featuring 3 professional bouts and 8 amateur bouts, in which 3 of those are amateur title fights. So we're extremely excited to have the card put together that we do.
Yeah, absolutely. So some high excitement, a great event and a great venue. And give us some of the highlights, some of the things maybe you're looking the most forward to going into this event.
I would probably have to say the main event, Mark Lemminger. He's undefeated. He's one of our fighters out of Chosen Few Gym. He's taken on 5-1 Rex Griepentrog, and that's going to be an exciting bout. We also have the return of Tony Rook, another fighter from Chosen Few Gym, and the #1 ranked 145-pounder in the state, Alex Gilpin, also out of Chosen Few Gym. All 3 of those professional bouts are going to be great.
Yeah, some great fighters, obviously, and wonderful that they've come, so many of them right out of your gym, so that's wonderful. You've gotten to see some of their progress, their training along the way, and I'm sure that is not a small feat going into a huge fight like this, so we can't wait to be there and cover it ourselves. We're greatly looking forward to it. And of course, for folks who want to be there and see the event live, now, is there still some availability? I know it's been a very popular event.
Yeah, there is a few limited tickets available. If you go to chosenfewfc.com, you can see what is available left there. Don't wait last minute to come to the door to get tickets, because we're a little afraid that we are going to be sold out prior to the day of the event. So make sure you get online right away and get your tickets.
Yeah, so potentially available at the door, but it's not looking like it as things are filling up really, really quick. So make sure you get there quickly, and website that folks can go to.
chosenfewfc.com.
All right, perfect. So make sure you get your tickets. We're looking greatly forward to it. The event is on October 1st. It's the Chosen Few Fighting Championships 9 Night of Champions. Again, the 9th event here in Madison. We wish all the fighters the best of luck. And Josh Sterry, president and matchmaker for Chosen Few, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Brought to you by Conan Automotive, taking care of you by taking care of your family's car. You know, back when I played sports, they actually used long-distance running as punishment. That's what the coaches would do. Some people do it for actual pleasure and for competition. And on that note, we bring in these two lovely ladies. Today we got Izzy and Caroline who are with us from Madison Memorial, and they run cross country over there. And girls, thanks for coming in, and tell us all, how's the season going so far? What have been some of the highlights?
The season's going really well so far. We have a lot of new freshmen and some new faces on the team. I think our highlights this year were Watertown and Verona. We placed first and second at those meets, so yeah, it's going really well.
Excellent stuff. So if you had to pick one, what's your favorite meet so far? The one favorite, and why?
I think my favorite meet is Verona because I like the hills on the course.
And I like Arrowhead because it's a really fast course, and the opposite from what Izzy said, it's kind of flat. Everyone PRs, so it's really cool to watch everyone excited about the new times that they got.
Yeah, and you know, I think people would be really interested to find out that you have a sport over at Memorial with over 100 participants that take place in it. I think that's awesome. So what makes it so inviting for people to want to join in?
I think it's really a community at Memorial, so we know that even though there's 100 of us, we're all always cheering for each other and rooting for each other, and we all cheer the first girl in and cheer the last girl in, so it's really, we all like to see each other improve.
Yeah.
We also do a bunch of really fun team building activities. So in the beginning of the season, before we actually race, we'll have a sleepover with all 100 girls, so it's really fun to team build in that way.
That's always stuff that people want to be a part of. People also like to be a part of winning, and you guys have been to back-to-back states. So tell me then too, what are some of your goals to even improve on that?
I think our main goal for the season is to first make it to state again. We have a lot of good competition in our sectional and in our conference. And then after that, it's just to place better than we have these last 2 years at state.
Yeah, now Izzy, it looks like you're planning on going on and competing in college. What's the update on that? How's that all going?
I'm still trying to keep my options open, so I'm not super decided on where I want to go yet. I'm just gonna see how the season ends up and figure it out from there. So
nice. Yeah, good to keep the options open. And so you girls have listed off a lot of reasons, why people would want to be on the team, and a lot of great stuff. Tell me, if you had to pick one though, what is your favorite part of being on the Memorial cross country team?
I really like the sense of accomplishment that you get when you do well and when the team does well. It really shows that the hard work that we put in every day pays off.
Yeah, I agree. I think we all really push each other to be our best. So I like, at the end of the season, we've all accomplished everything we want to.
Absolutely. Great stuff. Girls, good luck the rest of the way. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
A special thank you to Conan Automotive in Stoughton for supporting local athletics. We turn our attention to soccer now as we bring in Aaron Ziegler with McFarland Boys Soccer. And Coach, thanks for being here. Let's talk about a little bit how the season has gone so far for the Spartans.
So far, we've had a really good season, a couple ups and downs. We'd scheduled a few D1 opponents compared to our D3 opponents. We just had a tough game against Madison East last Monday that we lost. But we're trying to schedule bigger games to make our players used to the tougher, bigger schools for the postseason.
And how have you been doing in conference so far?
Conference, we had our first game this week, and we beat Evansville 3-1. And they're usually one of the competitors for the title, so it was good to see that we could take care of them this coming week. We had Bigfoot, who is another tough game, so I want to take them out too.
Yeah, the Evansville game, a good result for you guys. Talk about, if you could, some of the key players on your team, seniors and stuff, that kind of makes up what you're going for.
Yeah, Nick Hildebrandt is our captain, one of our captains. He can play any position on the field. He can get it done on defense and offense. We have two other seniors, the Sunday twins, Chase and Alex. They control the outside midfield, and they control the tempo of the game for our team. And we have Adam Lalazerne in the back, who is a senior and he takes care of everything in the back. And we have one sophomore, Caleb Blair, who controls our midfield in the central position, who can attack or defend anybody that we've ever come across.
You mentioned the upcoming game against Bigfoot. What are some other upcoming matches that are going to be key for your conference
Well,
season?
for our conference game, that'd be Bigfoot's big, and we also have Evansville we beat, but we have a new system where we're going to have a playoff that we're looking forward to at the end of our conference instead of playing each team twice. So we'll get to see those guys again that we're looking forward to playing at the end of the season right before playoff time.
Speaking of playoffs, always good to look ahead as well to the postseason and what's coming up. Where do you think you all are going to fit in there, and what's your outlook for the upcoming postseason?
We look to make another deep run. Last year we made it to the sectional final game, one game away from state, and had an unfortunate loss to Mount Horeb. We love to see Mount Horeb again and play them again, or anyone else. That's why we're playing big teams like Sun Prairie and DeForest, bigger schools like that, to get prepared for that.
Now, the program as a whole and kids that wanted to play soccer, how is that looking? How's the pipeline coming in, and what kind of excitement do you have for soccer in McFarland?
Pipeline is looking great. This year we had half our program is almost freshmen.
Wow.
And we have about 3 freshmen who start now on varsity, so the pipeline's looking great. Our JV team is full of great talent too that's coming down the pipe. They're all freshmen and sophomores.
Good stuff, Coach. Yeah, and we appreciate you being here. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart, and that's radio, and of course, The Zone in Madison, 106.7 FM, 1670 AM, and they got what I think is probably the best local show going right now, and that's the Joe and Ebo Show. Let's bring in Joe Miller, and I'm only saying that, Joe, that I think it's the best because, I'm doing a fluff piece here. And
okay.
So, I want to be able to build.
I'll take all the compliments I can get. Keep them coming.
So let's talk about the Joe and Ebo Show. What is the Joe and Ebo Show? If you had to sum it up a little bit, what do you tell people it is?
It's just, it's not your father's radio, I guess is what you'd say. I mean, we certainly have our pillars, right? Packers, Badgers, Brewers, Bucks, and we certainly, football season's here. We spend a great deal of time on Packers, Badgers, but we try and do a little bit, outside the box, think and kind of push the envelope a little, put a little different spin, maybe a little bit of a sarcastic, slapstick, look at the day in sports. And it's not just sports, we do a lot of pop culture and, movies and rock and roll and just kind of not taking ourselves and, the sports talk game so seriously, I think.
Yeah, and it's kind of up to as kind of being a wise guy and a wise,
Well, I didn't know. I was going to say that, Rich. I don't know what the rules are.
Well, yeah,
here at
I'm not
CW,
going to use the word. I'm not going to actually use it.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
But I think everybody gets it. You're the wise guy, and I think you're the wise guy of it because the whole betting aspect of it too. You guys talk a lot about that. So talk about it. Your parlay card and all that kind of stuff you got going.
Yeah, I mean, it's out there, right? And good or bad, sports gambling, and whether people you're watching home, you don't realize this. Yes, fantasy football is technically gambling, and if you fill out a square on a Sunday night Packer game, so we just, we kind of have made it our shtick. And actually, the Joe and Ebo Show was born from something called the Action Zone. It was a show I hosted a couple of years ago, just a one day of the week, just basically talking sports gambling. And it kind of got a cult following, and then it grew into, that what we're doing now on the Joe and Ebo Show. We do the daily Action Zone every day at 8:50, so we always give you a free pick. You mentioned Joe's parlay card. We've got some great sponsors for that. You go to our website, madcitysportszone.com. You fill that out every week. Runs through football, through college basketball and NBA season. Pick the top games. You can win some great prizes. We got a fantasy football league this year that's been insanely popular. So we're having a lot of fun with weekly, and then we have a season contest as well. So. Yeah, just, if you put it this way, Rich, if you want to gamble on it, listen to the show. I will find a way to make a bet on it.
Sounds like a good bet, and we got about 20 seconds. Quickly, you guys also talk a lot of Packers. Who's the Packer you have on this year that you talked to?
Yeah, so it's Tundra Talk. It's a Packers inside linebacker, Blake Martinez. It's every Tuesday through Friday. During the show, we run it right at 10 o'clock, and he is, I'll tell you what, Stanford educated. He's so down to earth, such a cool dude. And we've been having a lot of fun with Blake, and gives us real behind-the-scenes access, kind of pull the curtain back on the Packers. So yeah, Tuesday, Friday at 10 during our show.
It's good stuff. Joe and Ebo, check him out on The Zone. And Joe, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's always fun to bring in the Mad Rollin' Dolls and talk a little roller derbies. We have Hammer Abby and Lip Smacker today. And ladies, first of all, thanks for joining us. And why don't we talk a little bit too about the event that's going on this weekend at the Alliant Energy Center. Huge deal, isn't it?
It is. We are very proud to host one of the Division I WFTDA International Roller Derby Playoffs. It's a mouthful. 10 of the very, very best roller derby teams in the world are going to be coming to Madison for the weekend. It's Friday through Sunday, and competing for a chance to come out of this playoff and go to championships that are in Portland, Oregon this November. And our own Dairyland Dolls are going to be competing in that event as well.
Yeah, and that's a big deal. So, and that's in the D1 playoffs. And so, how much work actually goes into something like that, not just as a team, but also individually?
I mean, as a team, we've been preparing, I would say, since last season. But we had our first game in February. We've been training on and off the track. We have practice for 2 hours a night, 3 times a week, plus more opportunities to practice. Plus there's cross training outside. A lot of people do CrossFit or go to other gyms around the area and do strength training, cardio training. Individually, it's just a lot of mental. We're working on our mental focus right now. Really trying to believe we can.
Yeah, I've always wondered how much, training actually goes into it besides just the actual skating and, and how strong and physically fit you need to be. And so I think that's great, and to hear at least, some of what you guys actually end up doing. So I'm sure a lot of people want to see it. Where can they go and get tickets for the event?
You can check out the tournament information page is www.wftda.com/Madison. You can also go to the Mad Rollin' Dolls website, which is just madrollindolls.com. But all the information about tickets, you can buy tickets for the whole weekend. You can buy them for an individual day. You can also buy them for individual games that happen in the evening. The last 2 evening games of each day, you can get separate tickets for as well. And I cannot recommend it enough. It is world-class roller derby right here in our backyard.
Yeah, and I know people know that they're going to have a good time when they go out there, but what else can they expect, off the track, that's going on as well?
Well, we have vendors selling merchandise. It has to, roller derby, roller skating, clothing. We've got some great local vendors that are coming from around Madison. And it's a chance to sort of mix and mingle with people from all over the world. We're hosting, one of the teams is coming all the way from Helsinki, Finland. So it's just a really cool opportunity to come, hang out, bring the family, eat some food, drink some drinks, and check out the whole wide world of roller derby.
Yeah, and that whole wide world, I know some people have actually even asked me, there's been women who come to me and say, I've seen it, I don't even know how to get involved. How could they get involved with you guys and be a part of it?
We have a wonderful recreational league.
Yes, the recreational league is actually how I got started. Madison has a recreational league. You can play about as much or as little as you want with the recreational league. You don't have to know how to skate. They have a Facebook page. They're called the Mad Wreckin' Dolls. You can email. There's an email on the Facebook page. Just look for it. But yeah, they will teach you how to skate. You don't need any gear. They're doing sampler skates right now, but I believe you can still, if you email, get involved.
Check it out and check them out this weekend at the Alliant Energy Center. Hammer Smacker, thanks for being here. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks. You.
A special thank you to Conan Automotive in Stoughton for supporting local athletics. Big thank you to all of our guests and all of our sponsors, and of course especially to the Red Zone on Regent, Rick and all the boys. Check them out online at redzonemadison.com, and Conant Automotive in Stoughton for keeping high school sports and prep sports on the air here on Wisconsin's 57. I've been your host, Rich Reynolds. We'll see you the next time on the Sports News right here on Wisconsin's 57 Sports.